Got it.
Alright, so imagine you got 10 obstacles in your way. You and your choice of weapon. Are you ready? Today I'm going to talk to you about bowling a strike. There's three basically main steps that you want to go through before you're ready to step out on the lane and do what you got to do. First step, you want to choose your ball. I find this important because this is the ball I choose. It's a hammer, but I like the heaviest pound ball, which is 16 pounds. I like it. You're going to get more pin action the heavier ball you got. So it's going to be your best choice, but you know, you all got to base it off your own strength. You want to make sure your finger holes are just right. You don't want it falling off your hand when you go to get ready to release it or any of that. As far as the lane goes, your ball will react different to whatever lane pattern that you've got. They oil the lanes like a certain design to make your ball react differently. So it's up to you to know your ball and how it's going to react on that certain pattern. You may want to start off by just taking notes on that pattern design. You want to know it. You want to know your pattern so that you know where you want to release your ball at, where your mark is going to be, and you can get lined up and focus on that mark. In most situations, they give you a 5-minute practice time. To me, that's a crucial time because that's when you get to get up, you get your warm-up in, you're seeing what your ball's doing as it goes. So to me, I like to just get up there. I like to use that time to just relax, throw my ball wherever I'd like to be, and just see how it's going to break on that certain pattern. A really good metaphor that I like to use, the way I was taught to do it, imagine your head pin as being a person. And when you go to release that ball, act like you want to shake that pin's hand. And that's a good idea to get you lined up, and it'll line you up perfect to where the pocket's going to be for you to throw your perfect strike. I do want to say, anybody could come up here and just tell you what to do on how to roll it. You don't have to take my advice. I have been bowling for a while. I've bowled in certain leagues. I've gotten in tournaments. I do have a ring from where I did achieve a 299 game, which it was one pin shy of the perfect game, but what can you do? You're not going to get it perfect every time. Bowling, as far as it's not just a game to go out and you can have fun with. It's also does a really good job at raising money for charities. I believe in 1 year, the Bowling Association raised over $250 million to a variety of charities. And it's also, as far as just take us out the professional view of it and look at it as just a family activity. It's the #1 participation sport in America. To me, I found that a very shocking surprise to me just because it's not one of the big sports you always hear about, but yet it is your #1 participation sport between families being able to just go out, have a good time, and do it. So again, your main steps, pick you a good ball, have it ready. Check out your lane and get to know the pattern that it's going to be. The third is, once you find your mark on that lane, the most important thing, you have to watch that mark, and you got to see the mark all the way through your release. You're not looking at the pins, which a lot of people confuse that. Most people get up there to bowl, they're looking down the lane, their arm's going to go wherever. Watch your mark, and you want to see it all the way through the whole time that you let the ball go. You work on that. A lot of time you got to put into it. I've spent many times going up to the bowling alley bowling for 6 hours a night before I finally accomplished how to roll a good strike. So with all that in there, you now got the information you need. Best of luck to you on stepping up your bowling game.